I really think our founders would come back and say, so when did democracy end? The experiment, how long did it last? They wouldn't even recognize this.
We can never let the American taxpayer and middle-class families ever have to bail out the kind of speculative behavior that we saw.
I think there's plenty of blame to go around. Home buyers who paid extra fees to avoid documenting their income should have known they were getting in over their heads.
But we also have to worry about some of the other players. AIG, a big insurance company, Lehman Brothers, an investment bank. There's this whole area called shadow banking.
Politics is Hollywood for ugly people. And so the ugly people become celebrities. The media wants to be a celebrity.
It really is great how long you've supported gay marriage.
Yes. I could have supported it sooner.
Do you think New York State should recognize gay marriage?
No.
No.
Marriage is a sacred bond between a man and a woman.
I have not supported same-sex marriage.
Well, you did it pretty soon.
Could have been sooner.
Fair point.
If you're a political media reporter, you have a great circus to report on. They're probably going to try to do everything they can to help the Republicans cut themselves to shreds, and then they'll try to anoint Hillary Clinton.
On the last debate, she was really running for Obama's third term. On almost every issue, she clung right to what he has already put forth.
I don't think people really understand the cataclysmic course we're on.
One of the things that you always have to look for are clear statements of what a president's priorities, a candidate's priorities really are going to be.
You were against same-sex marriage, now you're for it. You defended President Obama's immigration policies, now you say they're too harsh. You supported his trade deal dozens of times. You even called it the gold standard. Now, suddenly last week, you're against it. Will you say anything to get elected?
Well, I don't know why that's funny. I mean, did you have any in-person briefings? I don't find it funny at all.
Benghazi was a real eye-opener to me. I knew within 2 days, if you were reading the press, you could see through the headlines to what had happened.
We have the uncontradicted testimony of both Hillary Clinton and Leon Panetta that they did not speak after having learned of the first attack in Benghazi. It is inconceivable to me that the Secretary of State of the United States and the Secretary of Defense weren't constantly on the phone asking what they could do to protect Americans who were vulnerable, who were at risk of their lives. And even worse, Hillary Clinton went home. She went home.
The reason I say it's not funny is because it went well into the night when our folks on the ground were still in danger.
If I had tried to do that during my time at the State Department, I'd have been hung by a lamppost outside the building.
I used to be Hillary Clinton's biggest supporter in the state of Utah. I was her largest donor in the state of Utah. But from what has come out about her, anybody with any principle who was a supporter of Hillary has to jettison Hillary. You can't possibly be a person of principle and support what has come out about the way she's behaved, from Benghazi itself to the email servers in her basement.
When you're using non-secure devices, you're at risk of the adversaries of the country listening into all of your conversations.
Who told you that 90 to 95% of your emails were in the State Department system? Who told you that?
We learned that from the State Department in their analysis of the emails that were already on the system.
I think we can infer a lot from Hillary Clinton's experience and record as Secretary of State. Her accomplishments are few. She's flawed, she lies, she's in trouble, she has scandals, she cuts corners.
The Inspector General report found that less than 1% of State Department emails, record emails, were captured. So they give a number of less than 1%, and you give a number of 90%.
We may generate the presidents we need based on the times, and we just have done poorly in that. It was really the failure of the population, of the electorate, to say, we need somebody who's going to be concrete in a way that we want to be.
Just because Senator Obama chose not to present a universal health care plan does not give him the right to attack me because I did.
People are very angry at the betrayal of our principles by our leaders. People should be not only outraged, they should be frightened and concerned.
I can only conclude by your own records that there was a lack of interest in Libya in 2012.
The fact is, we had 4 dead Americans. Was it because of a protest, or was it because of guys out for a walk one night who decided they'd go kill some Americans?
What difference at this point does it make?
Hillary Clinton is, of course, an ideological liberal. Hillary is not someone you negotiate and work with. It's her way or the highway, so to speak.
I'm hitting the road to earn your vote.
We have a government that's forgotten who it works for.
We have to be our best selves. We have to say, I'm going to look for a brighter future.
Determining Obama's successor is so important. His mistakes can be reversed, but 8 more years of mistaken policies may make it irreversible.
We've got into the habit of buying junk fast foods that have no actual food in them. We buy gallons of poisonous household cleaners when one degradable soft soap will do. We are poisoning our homes and wasting our hard-earned money for no good reason. Why? Because the advertising industry tells us to. They just want you to buy stuff. For example, if a company pollutes the environment or uses bad business practices, if you don't buy their stuff, they will change. If you don't want food with chemicals or GMOs in it, then don't buy it. The minute we start taking responsibility and spending our money wisely, every politician, every corporation, and leader around the world is going to know that we have woken up. This is the 21st century. If we use our resources wisely, there's no reason why anyone shouldn't have what they need. There's no reason whatsoever why people are still starving to death on our planet. And the common man or woman, whether they are Israeli or Palestinian, Protestant or Catholic or Iraqi or American, the common man just wants to live in peace and justice in a clean environment. When we look around the world and we see that that is not the case, we know that the will of the majority is not being listened to. That's the first sign that our system is broken. Government won't make these changes for us. Yet again, it is down to the common man. No company will continue a practice or a product that you, the consumer, will not buy. It's vitally important that you understand this because this gives you ultimate power to change the world you live in. Companies are extremely sensitive about you buying their products because if you don't buy their stuff, they go out of business. That's not something any company is willing to consider. And by choosing to spend your money wisely, you can promote those companies that do business in a socially responsible way.